and this one particular is coming from comicbook.com. There are some rumors that the film Wonder Woman 1984 is going to be released on streaming. We've seen the trend. Obviously, like, Disney just announced that Soul was going to be released on streaming. We saw that Mulan was released on streaming. That was a whole kettle of fish. There's a whole bunch of films that were supposed to get theatrical runs that are now being released, to streaming. But then a lot of other films are just getting pushed back. With a movie like James Bond, No Time to Die, that's a potential $1 billion film. Is it going to make $1 billion? I don't think so, but it's a potential $1 billion film. Black Widow, $1 billion film. You can just let's say COVID never happened. That is money in the bank. $1 billion, guarantee it. So that's a potential $1 billion film. Wonder Woman, the first Wonder Woman, when it came out in 2017, it made, I think it was $900 million at the box office. A little bit over, but $900 million at the box office. So Wonder Woman 84, potential $1 billion film. There's all this talk, and there are rumors going around the internet saying that, with all of the theaters shutting down, Regal, who is owned by Cineworld in Europe, they have ceased production. They have ceased all operations as of yesterday around the world. They've closed their doors. All Regal cinemas in the United States closed, shut down until the pandemic's over. AMC has very famously, and the same thing with Cinemark. Cinemark theaters and AMC theaters have very openly and very publicly announced, we are staying open. We have to keep our doors open. They have to. So with Wonder Woman 84, there's a lot of discussion. Is it going to go to streaming? And if not, is it going to still open on Christmas Day? Well, even though we don't have all of the answers, director of the film, Patty Jenkins, had this to say about it. When someone else came to, the film's defense and said, nope, this film is coming out on Christmas Day, Patty Jenkins backed up this particular Twitter post and said, correct, direct to streaming is not even being discussed. We are 100% behind the theatrical experience for Wonder Woman 84 and supporting our beloved theater business. So that those words are coming directly from Patty Jenkins, the director of Wonder Woman and Wonder Woman 84. Okay, so here's the thing. It's hard to say 100% definitely it is coming out as a theatrical window. Will it? Yeah, most likely, probably. But in this pandemic, things that were possible, things that were impossible yesterday, depending on the circumstances, somehow find themselves to be possible today. You never would have seen Disney say, you know what, we're gonna release Hamilton on Disney Plus. We're gonna release Soul on Disney Plus. We're gonna release Mulan on Disney Plus and charge $30 to see it. You never would have seen that. Like, that never would have happened back in April. Just not gonna happen. But as the pandemic moves forward and businesses and situations tend to get more dire and the stakes keep growing, all bets are off. All bets are off. Who knows what's going to happen, So all we can expect is the unexpected. We have a pretty good idea that Wonder Woman is still going to come out theatrically. In fact, I personally believe Wonder Woman is still going to come out theatrically. It needs to, especially after what happened with Tenet. Christopher Nolan's Tenet was pretty much the only movie to come out. I mean, yeah, there was Russell Crowe's Unhinged. Yes, there was New Mutants, but let's be honest, nobody's going to the theaters to see those movies. For the people who did go to the theaters, they went to go see Tenet. They wanted to see Tenet. Tenet only made $300 million. That's not a lot of money, considering its operating budget was $200 million. It spent another $200 million on advertising, so now they're still in the hole $100 million. Not to mention, they still have to pay the theaters to play their movie. I mean, they don't take a huge cut. They take a little cut, but they still take a cut. So in order for a movie like Tenet to just break even, it needs to make $600 million. It only made $3 million. We're in a pickle. You guys. Warner Brothers cannot afford, they just can't afford to release Wonder Woman on streaming. They can't afford it. If it comes out on VOD on Christmas Day, they're not going to earn the money back that they spent on it. Nor is it going to help their situation with Tenet. Nor is it going to help their situation that they have had no influx of money coming in over the past few months. It won't. It's not that profitable. There's no way that Wonder Woman 84 coming out on VOD is going to make $1 billion. In the theaters, it has the potential, but they just can't do it on VOD. It's just not viable. Tracy, with this particular news, I know now that I'm thinking about it, like the cut of your sweater and like the colors are very Wonder Woman-y kind of colors to me. It's kind of jumping out a little bit. What are your thoughts about Wonder Woman coming out on VOD? Like, is there something that I'm missing? Is there something that I'm not taking into consideration here? Like, is there an actual possibility that it could come out on VOD and actually make money, unlike other properties that we've seen? Oh, this would have been a perfect moment. Oh, hang on one second. I think Tracy is calling back in. Oh, we lost her. Oh, Tracy's back. Oh, that was a perfect moment.
Sorry about
No,
that.
you're I asked you the question, and you were frozen on this. So I asked you the question, and you were like, and then it just froze. And I gave it a second. I'm like, what? Wait, what? And then you called back in, and so here we are. But it was a beautiful moment.
Yeah.
Tracy, what's the possibility that, like, is there anything that I'm leaving out with Wonder Woman 84 being released on VOD? I mean, Patty Jenkins has very publicly stated it is not coming out on VOD, nor will it. It needs to have a theatrical release, and they support the theatrical release. But if we don't have theaters in the next 6 months to show it, like, what do you think is going to happen?
Yeah. Then I think they definitely have to pivot. We're in such a unique time that, we don't know what's happening from week to week sometimes. Um, yeah, I feel bad um, for movie theaters and movies in general. Like it's just a tough time. I'm doing local theater right now, and it's bizarre, because you have to provide a safe space for everyone. And then you also have to keep in the back of your mind that the show might not go on. And that's okay. Like it's more important to keep the public safe than it is, to entertain. And some of the, I'm sorry to be talking about local theater when we were talking movies,
No, but
but
I mean, it's still all
I'm
entertainment. It all still connects to each other.
right. Right. So I'm in a university town, and their theater program, they're doing live shows, but they don't have live audiences. So they're streaming it, and then it's all based on donations. And so I think we are seeing, we're seeing the
Crescendo?
I'm so sorry, I'm so tongue-tied. Oh, not crescendo. We're seeing people adapt to different situations. Like we're all making it up as we go. And so unfortunately, to say that you're not going to do video on demand or live streaming or, release to a streaming, I'm going to say venue. I'm so sorry.
Platform. How about streaming platform?
Platform. Thank you. You know, I think you still have to keep those as plan Bs, plan Cs,
Yeah.
and you have to make it work because unfortunately, yeah, we do have to keep in mind that it's for the safety of our our whole society. We need entertainment, but we need to be safe as well. So we'll
We'll
see.
see.
And in 6 months, who knows?
That's the thing. In 6 months, who knows what's going to happen? I mean, the whole climate could change. I mean, everything could improve in the next 6 months, or it could get worse. We just don't know. We don't know where we're at right now. I mean, Regal Cinemas has said that they're gonna, or rather, Cineworld, who owns Regal, they're shutting their doors until the pandemic's over.
Yeah.
Um,
Regal's one of the major movie theaters in where I'm at, and so it's just like no
oh
movie theater.
wow.
Not that I don't think anyone's going. Anytime you drive by the Cineplex, nobody's there. Like, and I think people are being precautious
Yeah.
because you have to be.
Well, I know
So,
another discussion that people are having is with drive-in theaters, and people are saying, "Well, let's just release everything on drive-in theaters, and the movies will be fine." But the problem with that is that there's not enough drive-in theaters to support, the
well,
industry.
yeah. Also, winter's coming. Like drive-in movie theaters are a summer activity,
Yeah.
right? I'm in Idaho and we're dropping real quick, like we're supposed to get snow in a couple of weeks and it's just like, okay, like
Well,
shut it
also,
down.
keep in mind, both New York City and Los Angeles are the largest markets for the cinema, or for movies and movie making. So without New York, which is currently completely closed right now, same thing with Los Angeles. That's about 30% of the box office. 30% of the box office is from these two cities domestically. And it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So if you only exclusively go to drive-in theaters, not only do you have nowhere near as many theaters open with a drive-in than you do just a brick and mortar store, but you're missing out on the New York and the Los Angeles markets, and there's no way that
Yeah,
you can recoup those losses. No way that you can recoup those losses.
right. I wonder if they thought about this is just something that popped in my head. There's no research behind this, but doing like a movie theater platform where it's just like you pay, your $7 to see the movie, and it's basically renting it, and doing it that way, or it's still an online interface, but it's like a movie
I
theater.
mean, I stuff like that gets really tricky with piracy and if how are you going to regulate how many people are seeing it, because if you're paying $7 for one household, even if say you pay $50 for one household, it's $50 to have all your friends come over, everybody chips in $5 or $10, and great, we all get to see the movie. But even still, like it's a tricky thing. And then, hey, we're just gonna record it on like screen capture this whole thing. There's 1,000 different programs that allow you to screen capture, and then you can just release the movie on YouTube or wherever with
Yeah.
some streaming torrent thing. I don't know, stuff like it's a tricky situation unless they figure out
Yep.
like some anti-piracy technology that you can actually do something like that. Maybe. I mean, again, like we said earlier, what was impossible yesterday, today suddenly is on the table and it's being discussed. So, I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? Anyway, guys, question is for you. What solutions do you have to fix this problem? Do you think Wonder Woman is going to keep its December... Sorry, my cat is literally licking my knee right now. She came up and is licking my knee. What do you think about Wonder Woman 84? Is it going to keep its December 25th release date? I say it's going to get pushed back into 2021, just like all the films are. Because again, I don't think Warner Brothers can risk having another flop at the box office financially. What do you think? Jump down to the comment section below and let me know your thoughts. All right, guys. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, click like. If you really like this video, click subscribe. And if you really, really like this video, click share. Because that is exactly what Jaws the shark would want you to do. Dun 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 dun.